Hi friends! Alright, welcome to a Chop and Chat. I have my iPad here. I have a little table set up. I hope it's sturdy enough because I'm doing this upstairs because last time I did it in my kitchen, I wasn't showing what I was doing, so I hope this is a little better. I'm still learning. So I asked on Instagram maybe a week or so ago some questions that you had if I did a Chop and Chat, and I did get some questions, so we're gonna go over that. I didn't even read them. I screenshot them, and then I was like, hopefully they'll be appropriate for doing a video. So anyway, welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're a current subscriber. I think I'm 15 people away from 1,000 subscribers, which I just want to say thank you so much again, because it's just amazing to have so many people that enjoy wax like I do watching. So let's get into that. So DMH92283 said, who are your top 5 vendors at this time? Let's go through my favorite top vendors at this time. So I'm going to say, besides Scentsy, I sell Scentsy, so I love Scentsy, but they're not vendor, more retail, I guess you'd say. Sassy Girl Aroma is probably like my number one, obviously. I just performs so beautifully for me. Just love that she does requests, that she's active in her group. I just enjoy that. Let me see. I'm looking at my other series I did here. Teddy Bees. I didn't grab anything of Teddy Bees to chop up. Rose Girls. So that's 3. The Melted Mousse, obviously, that's 4. I don't have anything to chop, I don't think, from her either. Let me think. Ooh, who would be my 5th one? There's so many that I like. I'll say L3 as my last one. I mean, I've had a few issues with like my older wax and the loaves performance. The loaves just aren't performing for me, but those would be my top 5. I'm just gonna shut this off because I don't need that. So let's start chopping. But there are so many that I love, like Empire Alchemy. Yeah, I have so many that I thoroughly enjoy. And my puppy is down here, and he is wagging his little tail at me, but I'm not going to pick him up. This is a favorite scent of mine. Sway With Me from Empire Alchemy. It is a rum pineapple. It's so darn good. I am like so afraid to chop on this little table, you guys. Oh my gosh. And I know someone asked about, you're going to watch what I do, but I don't know. It would be easier if I just don't have anything else I can chop on at this time upstairs. And my kids are all home, and my iPad is right here. I'll try to get it out of the shot there. So I chop these in about 6s. The scent is so darn good. Oh my gosh. Love it. I have a loaf in this, so I just really wanted, these are just so darn cute too. I really wanted to use up these because, like I said, I have a loaf, and I'm like, it would be nice to use this. And again, if it's not chopped, I won't pull it. So I needed to pull this so I could chop it up and use it, because this is perfect for this time of year. So I love, love, love this. So there's Sway With Me. This is Diane, I believe. It's MINARET 1230 said, what throws best in which warmers for you? I have the Accord warmer in my, nope, Charlie, in my bedroom. And I get most things will perform there for me. I'm going to cut up this L3 Ice Cold Lemon Lime Ginger Ale. I mean, I have the Accord in my, if you see my my warmer tour, you can see what warmers I have. But so I get pretty good performance in my bedroom. I guess I have a lot of warmers, so maybe I'm not the best person to ask, because I have so many warmers and I use them for the most part. Get down. Go lay down. No, Charlie, I don't want to hold you right now. If I hold him, he'll never leave. So the Accord warmer performs well in there. I have 2-in-1 hot plates that perform well. I have 2 of those in my living room, kitchen area, between that area, and then I have 1 in my bathroom, which helps. Then I have the Accord warmer in my bedroom. I have the Faith one that's ceramic, so my Scentsy ceramic. So yes, I do sell Scentsy, and I do love their warmers. I know some people, like, this is an all-time favorite. This is one of the first warmers that I got, and it's like the wedding one, and my husband and I had just gotten married Oh gosh, if I can cut this. Oh my gosh. I'm like freaking out about this table. And then I was worried about that. Oh well. See if I can put it back together. But those are like my favorite warmers. But I just love Scentsies because I think they're so pretty. But the 2-in-1s help when I have those because I think they help with the wax performance because they get pretty hot. But I have seen people posting, like, I should try my thermometer because I do have a thermometer that's like you point and shoot it and it can check room temperature. I'm going to cut these all up because now I can't get it back in. I was going to cut it and try to put it back in my loaf, but when it fell all over me, it's like, never mind, I'm not going to do that. So now it's just going to go in the bag. Sometimes if I have a more sturdy table, I can cut these, and I do have some bigger pieces because I do have, like I said, I have the Accord warmer, and then I do have, you know, like I said, if you watch my warmer tour, you can see all the warmers I have. And on Instagram, I've been doing a lot of reels, and also on here, YouTube, I've done a lot of reels. I've been sharing them on here as well. And so you can kind of see what I've been warming, and then you can see my warmers in there. So I think the 2-in-1s from candlewarmers.com, also Hobby Lobby where I live carries them. So I usually will pick them up when they're on sale. I like made a mess everywhere. Wow. I like literally made a mess. Wow. Great job. Oh my gosh. I hate cutting wax because I hate how it gets on my hands. So I don't know. I have a lot of good performers. I think the only problem ones I have are more of some of the Scentsy glass ones. I just don't find they perform as well. But that's why I have so many, because then if they're not picking up the slack, I hope one of the warmers will. That's not a great answer. It's just an answer because I have a lot of warmers. I love the Accord. I love the 2-in-1 hot plates for performance. But most of mine that I have in my ones, when I use them, they perform well for me. The only duds I have are Scentsy's glass mini warmers. Those do not work. They're pretty, but they are terrible. I don't prefer glass for my warmers. The Edison bulbs, I have the wine, I have the lantern one. Those perform really well for me for Edison's, and I try to keep my warmers at least 25 and above. I do have a few element warmers because they're pretty. So, all right, I'm just continuing on here. Craft a underscore planner says, and can I ask, wax only or anything? How did your husband and you meet? I'm going to do Swanky Pink Chiffon Strawberry Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. I thought I destashed this. I got this in April. Oh, it's so good. I forgot that I stuck this in my bedroom scents. I just look at how pretty it is and just gorgeous. I love Swanky. The loaves are like $18 and I just absolutely love like the vintage look of her stuff. This scent is so good, and I literally thought that I destashed it because I couldn't find it. And then when I pulled out my stuff to chop, I was like, it's in there. Because I pulled out my, I needed some more stuff to cut up for my bathroom. So that's kind of what I did. So I think I've shared this before, and if obviously you haven't heard this, but my husband and I actually met in middle school. I was 12 and he was I was 13, he was 12. I believe we were in 6th grade. Yes. And I had just moved to the area. He says we met in English class. And I'm like, well, we might have had English class together, but like friends of mine. So when I started, I was new to the school. And my mom moved us a lot. Oh my gosh, this is really hard to cut. This is why I liked cutting on my counter, because loaves are just hard to cut. And warming them helps. Usually I do like 17 seconds and then I can cut through them better. So we met, he says, in English class with Mr. P, who was not a very nice man. And I won't say his name, but I remember like he had a locker and by me, or was it my friend's locker? No, I think it was mine. And I just started talking to him because we had met and because we had friends obviously together. And I just started talking to him and never stopped. I mean, shocking, right? I know. But that's that was it. That's how it started. And I I would call him, see there. So now it's cut, and then I can slide this back in, and then it's all ready to go. So it's all cut up. Here we go. Oh, I love this so much. Oh, love it. So we have known each other since we were that young. But I moved a few times. We lost touch for a couple years and then reconnected when we saw each other like a lot over our like high school years. Then we met up again when I was 24, and then we were married when we were 28, and we've been together, we've been together since I was 24, so for 21 years, and we've been married for 17, which is just mind-blowing to me. That just doesn't seem like it's been that long. It seems like it was just yesterday. So thank you for asking me that question. Yeah, you know, it's truly like a God thing. But anyway, okay. So Tiff Talks Wax says favorite treat. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do sawdust days. I don't think I'm gonna cut this all though. Like how pretty the loaves are, and I kind of like to leave them a little bit if I can. So I'm only going to cut up half of it because then I use this much in my warmers. Yes, I do, because I have a lot of warmers. Like I said, go watch my current reel. I shared it on here in my shorts. Under my videos, it should be listed, or it's on Instagram. So, favorite treat. Oh my gosh, I love caramel M&Ms, but like, my favorite treat would be my homemade chocolate chip cookies, actually. I don't do well with gluten at all. I end up with really bad joint pain, stomach issues. Sometimes I cheat and then I end up just not feeling well, and then I end up miserable for days and days and days. So I try really hard not to eat gluten, but when I make my cookies, that's one thing that's really hard for me not to have. So, you know, like sometimes like I have other treats. I love pretzels. I love the Dots pretzels, or we found a new pretzel that's dill pickle, and it's amazing. So those are the things I love. I do love any ice cream, but again, I shouldn't be eating that. So I started doing my workout again on my spin bike, and I went down to decreasing my calories again because my weight is up more than I would like it to be. And I really want to just continue to eat healthy. Okay, let's see. And then she also said, Tiff Talk said, when you were a child, what did you want to be when you grew up? Oh, a police officer. I didn't like my family's choices when I was growing up. They did not make good choices as parents. So I said I was going to be a police officer. So yes, that's what I said. And I actually went to school for 1.5 years in political science. And I actually wanted to be in the FBI. And then had a child and realized that nursing was actually what I should have been thinking about. I had always done well with science and math classes, but you know, when you don't have parents to help you, like focus in on your skills that you have. And I remember when I did those tests in high school, you know, they kind of said medical, you know, like that would be something that they thought I would be interested in. But I just kind of thought, no, I don't think so. And I thought, well, I'm a little squirmy. And then I thought, well, then how can you be a police officer and be squirmy, but then you can't be a nurse? Like, well, of course you can. This is going to be full regardless. Look at this. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to barely close this. So I went to a UW and went there for 1.5 years and was going to do political science. My ultimate goal was to be in the FBI or be a forensic pathology, something with that. Which then I got into nursing, which I could have done something, I guess, similar to that as well. But I didn't. So yes, and then I worked. So yeah, I went from police officer to nurse. I feel like they're both servant and helpful roles. So I can see why I went into that. And you know, I have enjoyed my job as a nurse. The last couple of years, not so much, but I have in the past. The last couple of years have just been tough all around, I think. So for all of us. All right, let's see. I think that's the last. I took screenshots. Did I already say that? Okay. Somebody just said, not a question, but I enjoy your channel. That was Jack or Jen. Thank you. Okay, then I think, does she have a question? Then she said that, and then she said, does your husband know about your YouTube yet? Nope, he doesn't. Nope, he doesn't. Good question, but no, he does not. He still thinks I do videos on Instagram, so whatever. Okay, this one is outdoors. If I didn't say this other one was Sawdust Days, this one is caramel apple, cotton candy, and a sweet, delicious salted brown sugar vanilla. If you love like Circus Concessions, any of those kind of blends, this one to me is more cotton candy funnel cake, where Circus Concession is more apple and and caramel. This and Circus Concession is gonna always be my favorite. This would be my second. It's just the way it is because it's phenomenal. So outdoors is, did I say fresh cut grass and rain? So I'm not going to cut up as much of this because this is going to go in my bedroom, bathroom, and clearly I'm not going to be able to get it back in if I start cutting more than I think. So I'm just going to cut a small amount of this off. And her wax kind of crumbles, as you can see when I cut it. I don't care. Look at how beautiful hers is. This is an amazing, you know, here's the thing. When I was doing my Scentsy Club, so today's the last day if you're going to do a club, well, and I don't know if I'll get this video posted today, but if you do club, they have rain, which smells amazing. So if you don't get rain, this would be, I guess, a really good backup for you if you didn't add it to your club. I would request this. This is phenomenal on cold. Julie's wax performs so well for me, so I don't have any concern about that. But I wanted to cut this because I want to start using this because it's summertime. And no, I'm not a fall one. You guys, just let me detour from the questions for a second. I did ask a question on my community tab if you're a summer or fall person. It was like 87% of you guys love fall over summer. I'm just shocked at that. Some of my YouTube friends thought that was hysterical. Drew and Natalie, that nobody picked, that my summer didn't win. Like, I was shocked. I thought you all would love summer versus fall. But remember, Wisconsin has 9 months of winter, and so I do not like fall because I know it's leading to cold weather. So that's just me. I don't enjoy it. Not at all. Not one bit. Let's do Savannah Blue Santa Baby. I got this because Nicole Perry loves it. It's Palo Santo sugar cookie, birthday cheesecake, and cake batter ice cream. So I've never warmed it, so I want to. This smells really good on cold. Jackie also asked, do you have a favorite part of your house to warm wax in? So I would say not my dining room, my kitchen and living room, because they're one room, not separated by walls, because they're big spaces. And because I have so many pretty warmers in there, I just love it. But I added about 2 warmers to my dining room now, so it's just fun. But I love that area because that's the space I'm in all the time. So for me, I guess that would be my favorite one. I really enjoy that space. I guess what would be your favorite house or part of your house to warm wax? And I guess I would love to know that. I wonder if people's are different than that, you know? And I love bakery, so I just love that space. Okay, and then she also asked, how much wax do you melt in a normal day? If I do, it depends what form it is. So if I do a loaf, I will do the loaf on my whole main level. I will do it all the way upstairs so that I can finish a loaf in one day. That's something I knew that I started doing. I didn't always do that. But I do that now just because I was trying to use up some older wax. Hi, Charlie. And then the same with the scoop. If I have a scoop, I will try to use the scoop on the main level, and then I will also do it upstairs. That's kind of how I do things. Then my husband's bathroom and laundry room always are the same because they're right across the way from each other. My bedroom bathroom is the same, and my dining room is the same. So like I said, that's kind of how I do things for my scents. Okay, let's see. Okay, well-dressed candle obsessed asked, favorite thing to grow in your garden? Cucumbers. I love cucumbers. Okay, I love my tomatoes too. Okay, this one is one I did from Lourdes when she had customs right before she closed for a break or whatever. I named it Penny, Penny, Penny from Big Bang because I love that movie. So this is a scent that I've asked Rose Girls to do because she has a scent similar, and you're going to see this. But she's never done it. So I decided I would just do it my dang self. It's Coastal Kale, Satsuma, and a hint of peppermint. This is phenomenal. I absolutely love this scent. This is one that like I said, I've asked Rose Girls like 3 times when she's done like her scent competitions. This is one I've requested because a lot of vendors don't carry Coastal Kale. And when we were doing customs with Lourdes, she said she would order scents. So she didn't have Coastal Kale. So she ended up ordering it. She had Satsuma and peppermint. And in this one, I just said a hint of peppermint because I want the other 2 scents to shine. If you can get your hands on this blend, this is fabulous. Just saying. I actually melted Rose Girls and mixed it myself. I have all 3 of her mini melters in those scents. So I actually just did it last night in my open concept with these 3 scents, and it's beautiful. And it performed so well. I generally do this scent in my bedroom bath, but I really wanted just a nice, beautiful, fresh green note in there. And this just does the job so well. I just absolutely love this. You know, I can't remember. I'll have to see if I can find the name that I picked for when she was doing requests, what I called it. I'll have to see. I'll have to find it and post it on here for you. Her wax is kind of hard to cut. Savannah Blue is really soft. Melted Mousse is soft. Some of these are a little bit harder to cut. VCS is really hard for me to cut, so I usually warm that. And then I have lights on me, and then I'm all by windows. Oh, I feel so warm. All right. So I said cucumbers. I absolutely love my tomatoes, though, because I can spaghetti sauce and do a ton with that. I've never done pickles yet. Maybe I will. My garden is just beautiful right this year. I'm so happy with it. I learned some more tricks on tomatoes and planting them and pruning them, so I've been working hard on that. Oh my gosh, this is so hard to cut. Wow. See, this is why I generally will warm my wax when I'm doing it downstairs, but like I said, with the kids home, it doesn't really work that well. And last time I didn't have my camera set up right, so then I felt like I wasn't showing you, so hopefully this is better. You get to see my pretty face as I'm fighting the wax. So this scent, oh, so good. So yes, I love cucumbers only because I told you before that Spike, when I did my garden video, I told you about Spike. If you want that information again, let me know if you didn't watch my garden video. Spike is what I put on all my veggies for the kids and I. I don't always use it, but that was really how I got my kids to start eating a lot of like fresh tomatoes and cucumbers. We absolutely love Spike. We get it from Amazon because my aunt got me into it when I was in Florida, and Wisconsin doesn't carry it, so that's where I get it from. I order it in a pack of like 3 or 4. It's amazing. I just love my cucumbers from the garden. So this scent is phenomenal. Okay, April Marie Plans said, are there any melting basket collabs coming up? Not that I'm aware. I'm not the creative one though. Like when we did it last time, Drew had his ideas and that's kind of where that came up from. This one is the Pharmacist's Daughter. This was given to me in a random act of kindness. This is fruit custard, which is mango, honey, creamy coconut French custard. That sounds amazing. This one I'm warming right here is mango sorbet. This dish is just massive in there. This one performs so well. So as far as a collab, no, I don't have anything planned, and I don't know of anyone doing anything. I'm not creative when it comes to that. Like, some people are really good at coming up with ideas, like Lexi. If you watch Lexi's channel, she did like her, was it camping themed? And then she did the farmer's market theme. She's so creative. So if anyone who's creative did it, I would be involved as long as there wasn't a group chat. This is Savannah Blue So Delightful. It's Rainbow Sherbet Mango Fizzy Pop. So if anyone is creative and wants to do one, I'm always willing, able, and would love to. I enjoyed doing it. It was, you know, I've been pulling like my older wax, and that's really kind of what I've been focusing on, so I can warm stuff that I've had for a while. And that made me really think about like my ordering and like, why am I buying scents that I didn't love? Like when I look at when I first started buying wax, I'm like, why on earth did I buy that scent? I have no idea what I was thinking. So like, it's really helped me to see what I want to be more specific about my ordering. And oh, I got that all back in and go from there, because I just feel like some of the scents I ordered was crazy. And I didn't enjoy warming them. That's what really sucked, because you're warming them and you're like, I don't really love this, but I gotta warm it. So if anyone's gonna do a collab, let me know. I just am not the most creative person ever. All right, and then hang on, I'm gonna cut up Britta's because I want to use this at bedtime. So this is Sweet Dreams. It's lavender, pink, sugar, vanilla, bean, marshmallow. I'm gonna cut up this skull because I don't like skeletons. I don't like this either, this little medicine thing. But man, I love this scent. Exorcist is my favorite from her, but I already chopped that up because I sent that to a few friends. So otherwise I would have chopped that up because I got it in a huge Walker loaf. Exorcist is absolutely worth anything you can get it in. Oh my gosh, that's the best scent ever. And I'm not a patchouli person, but that thing is done right. But I really enjoy this scent from her as well. The lavender is more sweet to me, but this is really good. Okay, so April Marie Plans also asked, in this hot weather, have you ever had an order arrive melted or damaged? I luckily have not. Like some of my items have been a little bit squishy, but nothing like bad. This is it Ophelia from Salt Mountain Melts, sugared strawberry, coconut milk, vanilla orchid, tonka bean, vanilla cake pops. This was from last year, and I don't usually like floral, but this is not overly, and I really enjoy this, and so I thought, this is a year old, I need to just not hoard this and get it. I love Salt Mountain Melts, but she only does pre-orders usually, and so it's really hard if you like. And the one thing she doesn't do is like so when she does the pre-orders and then you want to order more because you really like it when you smell it, you can't, because then the next pre-order is completely different scents. So I got this, never tried it last year, and then love it, and then I'm going to warm it though. But she hasn't offered it since, I don't think, unless I missed it. But I'm usually pretty good on her dates because I don't want to miss anything. So no, like I said, Teddy Bees in the summer, when my order comes in July, that one makes me a little nervous. But it's okay. Like, it's not, first of all, Wisconsin gets in the high 80s, but I wish it got hotter, but it doesn't. So usually it just gets a little moist. It's not melted. I've never gotten anything melted. Get down. Charlie, I'm not holding you right now. No. Charlie did not have a surgery yet. When we went and saw his surgeon, she is board certified orthopedic dog surgeon. That she said she didn't feel it was surgery. Like at this point, he's not ready for surgery. So we're doing chiropractic with him, 2 supplements with him, and he's doing good so far. So that's kind of what the doctor wanted to do. She didn't want to operate on him because when he first got injured, he wasn't moving that leg. He was very, lifting it. He was walking around like he was a 3-legged dog. He's not been like that. So he's doing well, and then when he needs surgery, then we'll do surgery. So this is Southbound Cotton Candy Cream Cake. It's cotton candy frosting, rich pound cake loaded with heavy cream. So again, just sitting here and super cute. And then I think the loaf is layered as well. Yes, it is. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. And I do save all my tins. My video cut out. I don't know what's up with this iPhone either. I think it's time I got a new one. So anyway, hopefully it doesn't do that again. Okay. So she also asked, in your experience, whose vendor wax has the best shelf life? Oh, so I've only been buying, my husband is home now. I thought he was home earlier, but he wasn't because it was the kids opening the garage door to get out their scooters. So now he's home. I can hear his van. I'm trying to think about my wax. Melted Mousse has done really well for me because I warmed recently some of her stuff and it's still performing great. Rose Girls can be hit or miss. So I would say her bakery doesn't. So get the bakery out of your, like if you have it, I would use your bakery up. Let's see who else is good. I mean, L3, yeah, hit or miss. Well, I'm going to just take this and do it this way. I'm trying to think of all, I mean, most of them I have good luck with, but the Melted Mousse, because I have quite a bit, and then Sassy Girl, like, those I just have been always consistent. But, like, VCS has been doing well for me, because, like I said, I've only been buying a year. So most of my vendors have been. So if you have experience, will you share that below so we can, like, communicate and share? Because maybe I just don't know because I've only been doing it a year. I would just say I noticed some stuff like L3, use up your wax. That's just one I gotta say that I've noticed. This is Hayden Row. This is from last summer. This is Cantaloupe. Look at how cool this is. So yummy. I want to warm this because this is a perfect summer scent. Okay, I think maybe I only have one more question on here. Couple. XRAY Jill 66 said, would love to continue seeing your gardening, canning, and cooking. Awesome. Thank you for that. Okay, Sincerely Shell CA says, if you could only melt one scent note for eternity, what would it be? Can anybody guess what one it would be? Like, let's say what scent, right? Scent note. Well, I'm going to say scent because, or does she mean like which category? Like bakery would be my like preference if it was like that you're referring to. But does anybody know which scent of mine that I would, or which blend of mine that I would warm if for all eternity? Can anybody guess? You should be able to guess this.
Okay, I'm gonna wait a second. Do 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 do. Okay.
Circus Concession by Rose Girls. That's my favorite. Okay, let's do the other Hayden Row. I have Pink Flip Flops. Okay. And like I said, I do pop these out and I do save these. So, not wasting those. And my kids like to use them sometimes too for, I don't know, they put dirt in them, whatever. They play with them. We wash them if they have more wax on them, but usually they just play with them. So it's not like they're eating out of them or anything. All right. This smells really good. I don't know what the scent notes are on this one, but I actually really like this. So good. Hayden Row has a Carnival that's amazing scent as well. If you love like circus concessions and such, she's got a great one. It's hard to get though, so take that into consideration. Kathy Scoopable is doing chunk pies on the 1st pre-order, and she'll have circus concession. She's obviously the original owner of Rose Girls. Okay, so my last one I'm going to cut from Hayden Row is Buttermilk Cotton Candy Frosting. I think the last question we have here, maybe, is do you do all the same scent throughout your house? So I kind of answered that before. I'll just go over that again. So my bedroom, bathroom is one scent. My living room and kitchen is another. The end of the hallway in my kitchen and dining room, if you watch my warmer tour, which I'll link to this, I'll link it below as well as my Scentsy link if you want that. And at the end of my hallway going to my garage is my laundry room and my husband's bathroom. I say my husband's bathroom. It's a guest bathroom, but he tends to use it a lot. So like, I just say that. And it's just easier. And that's what my kids call it. They call my bathroom mine, and they call our bedroom my room. I'm like, it's not my room, it's our room. But they just say that. My husband's like, how do I rate? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't tell him to say that. So my husband's, this is one I use at bedtime. So, and then my dining room, I do the same scent as in my living room and kitchen because it's on the same level. Upstairs, I have 5 mini warmers, so all of them have the same scent. This is Sugar Melts by Stacy, Twinkle Little Star. She has this in her pre-order. Pink sugar, sweet lavender, peppermint, and cream filling. Sorry, I can't read the tiny writing on that. Oh, I got wax on my lip. Pretty. Okay. A nice lavender scent. Then, let's see. My entryway, I had a warmer. My son broke it. He broke another warmer. This is the same kid who has broken 3 other warmers. Well, I shouldn't say that. It looked like he broke it, but then he just broke the bulb, so luckily that was okay. Then he broke my Northern Lights warmer. He broke the dish when he dropped it. Luckily he didn't break the warmer, but he broke the warmer now. Yeah, so did I answer that, I hope? I think that was all the rooms. And then in here, when I'm in here, I have a warmer in here. Okay, I think this is the last question, maybe. Nope, I have one more. Okay, I think. Wax Obsessed Forever says, any advice on how to deal with a teenager? I think I just told you that. I love hearing all mothers' point of view about this. Okay, this is Love at First Sight. It's Satsuma Cotton Candy Lemon Lime Fizzy Pop from Vintage Rhodes Candle Melts. I'm kind of a mean mom. I'll just say that. I'm okay with that. There's a poem about a mean mom. If maybe I'll insert it here. I'm perfectly okay with that. Like that's okay with me. It doesn't bother me that I say that. Like I was telling some friends on the phone, when my kids are disrespectful, I turn the internet off to my whole house. If they don't do the chores I asked them to, the internet goes off to the whole house. I feel like you can't discipline or can't put them in a timeout like you did your 4-year-old who had a 4-minute timeout on a stool in the corner. Yes, I was that mom. So I get creative with things, and that's kind of how I do things. I think that's everything. Yes, it is. So I'm going to clean up and talk and finish answering this. So I just feel like sometimes it's hard and you have to be a little creative. I mean, and it seems like my son now, he's going to be 17 in September. We don't give them like cell phones. We have a track phone that we pay minutes for, and he can only get on the internet if I turn the internet on. Yeah, I'm smart. So I don't just let my kids have access to anything, and he just got the ability to use that because he's getting older and he's responsible. My 15-year-old does not. We have another track phone for the whole house, and any of the kids use it. They can text on it. They can do whatever. Again, it doesn't have internet on it, so they have to behave and do their chores if they want internet. My kids have chores and responsibilities. If they don't do those things, then the internet doesn't go on. And then if they still don't listen, let's say the internet's off and they don't really care. And let's say I make my kids go outside in the summer. It's beautiful out, like go outside and play. So if they don't go outside, I just come in the house and I unplug a TV and then I hide the cord. And then what are they going to do inside? Well, they can play with Legos, they can play with Play-Doh, they can play with any one of our activities. I have like 2 carts that you wheel from Michael's. And I'm talking about my 13, 11, and 9-year-old, almost 9-year-old. They can do anything in the craft carts if they don't want to go outside, really, truly. But if I say turn off the TV and they don't listen, then I just unplug the TV because I just don't tolerate that. I want them to listen and be respectful. And I don't expect them to be obedient or perfect by any means. I don't ask them to weed the garden. I take care of the garden. They take care of the chickens. They are responsible, but the biggest things that I do to handle disrespect or not listening is the internet and the TV. Like I find those 2 things are the things that I can get them to understand or listen to me or see where I'm coming from. Maybe that's mean. Like I said, I'm okay with that. Kids need to be taught respect. They need to learn to listen to adults. My kids go to their friends' houses, and I hear nothing but great things about my kids, that they're respectful, they listen, they're not on their phones all the time. Again, only my 17-year-old has the phone, and I have taught him, if I see him with that phone in his hand when he and I are together, I'll just take it away from him. When I'm with a person, I don't want you on your phone. Like, it's engage, have a conversation like we did when I was a kid. Having teenagers is not easy. Luckily, my teenagers are fairly tolerable. So just a little bit of sass. And like I said, the biggest thing I find that I can help them readjust their attitude is with technology. Because anything else I threaten doesn't work. Oh, besides my 17-year-old, he loves his bass or his trombone. So if he doesn't, like, we'll say, well, I'm going to take that away for the day. And then that will just, he'll change his attitude because he does not want us to take his instruments away. Again, those are extreme circumstances. For the most part, my kids, like right now, they're outside playing. This morning they weren't because it was raining, so they were inside playing. I do let them watch TV. I do let them, but it's a limit. They do get tech time, but it's only when they earn it. They have to do chores. They have to be respectful. They have to be responsible. They have to, like, if they talk back, they lose minutes. So usually during the school year, they get on a weekend, usually a Saturday night after church, they get to play tech time for like 4 hours. But if they have like done anything, they can get minutes taken away from them. They don't like that. I think that's kind of how my husband and I try to get them to, I think that I lost footage. So if it didn't record something, I am so sorry. So that's the end of my chop and chat. I hope that it recorded. My phone stopped like 5 or 6 times. I don't know why. I think I need a new phone is kind of what I've decided. I just have to talk to my hubby about that and then back up all my stuff. I just have too many photos and stuff on there, and I just literally, let me ask you a question. How do you store, or like when you have so many photos on your phone, what do? Do you have a way like to manage them? Because I don't know how I'm going to get it from here to my computer, and then do I just print them or save them to a CD? That's kind of what I did with photography with my camera, but how do you guys handle the lovely iPhones and the storage? So with that being said, thank you so much for asking questions on Instagram. I do try to, do things on there just so I'm active and, participating on Instagram. So if you ask me a question, thank you so much. I'll do this again. So watch for it on Instagram. And I forgot to post a tab on YouTube, but I will do that next time. With that being said, thank you so much for commenting, watching, subscribing. I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Bye.